Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to do a review of the RTX 4070 GPU, specifically the MSI RTX 4070 Gaming X Trio. Previously I had done a video on the unboxing and installation, so check that one out if you need a step-by-step guidance on installation. Now I'll talk about the specifications of this GPU. This is one of the variants that MSI made for the 4070. The other option is a Ventus model with either a 2 or 3 fan setup. The specifications of the Gaming X Trio are as follows: a max core clock of 2490 MHz, 5888 CUDA cores, 12 GB of GDDR6X memory, a max memory speed of 21 GB per second, and a peak power consumption of 200 watts. This GPU supports up to 4 displays at a max resolution of 8K. It comes with 3 display ports and 1 HDMI port on the back. The 3 fans are RGB equipped as well. Also, a request to all our viewers: 99.4% of y'all are not subscribed to this channel. This is a small channel, so every new subscriber helps a lot. As for the performance, the RTX 4070 is a mid to upper tier GPU with performance below GPUs such as the 4090, 4080, and 4070 Ti for the Nvidia side, and below the RX 7900 or the 3080 Ti. But it still performs significantly better than the RTX 4060 Ti, RX 6700, and RTX 3070 Ti. The amount of CUDA cores is 5888, and the clock frequency is close to 2500 MHz. The 12 GB of GDDR6X memory is a great amount of VRAM, and it allows gameplay at good FPS with highest settings. Here are a couple of benchmarks. Farcry 6. At the highest graphics settings for this game, Ultra, the average FPS was 66, and the FPS peaked at 93. Valorant. I got good FPS, averaging around 250 to 300, with a render latency of 5 to 7 milliseconds at a high graphics game setting. Now, as for overclocking, you can overclock the GPU using the MSI Afterburner software. I tried increasing the core voltage, core clock, and memory clock in small increments to see the effects on performance. The overclock works for a max of plus 100 MHz for the core clock, and beyond that the games are unstable. At a plus 100 MHz, there wasn't any noticeable difference in performance in Far Cry 6, but there was some improvement in the 3D benchmark. Here are the results. Far Cry 6, max FPS increased by 1, average FPS increased by 1, so it's really not worth making any changes. 3D benchmark, the overall score increased by 1.2% and the video score increased by 2.7%. While clearly the overclocking doesn't provide much of a benefit in traditional video game tasks, but I wanted to test this effect on machine learning. However, that's for another video. Now, as for ray tracing and DLSS, the GPU has full support for ray tracing and DLSS 3. Not many games support this. However, good games like Diablo 4 and Cyberpunk 2077 already support these technologies. In the future, game developers are more than likely to add DLSS 3 for their games. The GPU uses AI to predict and fill the frame so as to create a more realistic image. This is Nvidia's new frame generation technology and can significantly improve the performance in memory-intensive games. This particular GPU also has 3 fans to keep it cool. This results in a very almost silent GPU at normal use, and even during heavy gaming, the fans are not really loud. The thermals are also much cooler than you would expect. The RGB also looks sick. The RTX 4070's power consumption peaks at around 215 watts. This is much lower than other 70 series cards, and it's because all of our Nvidia's 40 series cards are quite power efficient. The GPU also comes powered by the new Nvidia 16-pin power connectors, and it connects to the power supply with 2 8-pin PCIe connections. You may need to update your power supply for this. Now for the drivers. To get the maximum performance from this GPU, download the GeForce drivers from Nvidia and also the MSI Sender and Afterburner for overclocking. If you're using the GPU for machine learning, download the specific machine learning drivers. In conclusion, this is a good card for gaming and machine learning at a decent price from $629 to $659 US. There are cheaper 4070 cards, but most of them only come with 2 fans and often no RGB. The MSI 4070 Gaming X Trio is the perfect graphics card for those who want to play games at 1440p while also keeping their power draw low and temperatures lower, all while playing in style. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Again, this is a small channel, so every new subscriber is huge for us. As always, thanks for watching.